Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The Hurricane Watch Team is here with your 2024 North Atlantic hurricane season predictions. Let's get right into it. So here's what we're currently predicting: 17 to 22 tropical storms, 7 to 10 hurricanes, and 3 to 5 major hurricanes. Now, let's talk a little bit about the reasoning behind it. So, here was what you see here in yellow, okay, was 2023. We already saw how significantly warm the sea surface temperatures were in 2023. How hot those sea surface temperatures were across the entire North Atlantic region, Gulf of Mexico, Caribbean, main development region, subtropics. It was very, very, very warm in comparison to average. And look at where 2024 is already having us start out well above where 2023 was. And look how high. If we remain above where 2023 was, we could see temperatures. We saw temperatures last year over 100 degrees there off the coast of Florida. So it was like 100.96 degrees or something. If that's how hot it happens to be again, we could certainly, based on what we're looking at now, certainly be in going along the track of another very busy hurricane season, possibly even worse or more busy than 2020. So, again, some more of the reasoning is El Nino, neutral, and going into La Nina. Okay? So these are the probabilities of going into there. So as you can see, the probability of El Nino every single month is gone down and down and down, and the same with neutral. But then when you look at La Nina, you got the opposite direction. Okay, February, March, April, May, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and then December. By the time we really get into June and July, I really think we're going to really start seeing that increase, and we're really going to start seeing the La Nina really take shape. And really, once we get into the deeper months of the hurricane season, August, September, really July, August, and September, the 3 major months, is where we're really going to see La Nina really just shoot up, and we're going to be in it for the long run. And then you got October, November, December, where it holds steady, very, very strong and steady La Nina. Alright, so here's the areas that we think we're going to be looking at. So, we think that the subtropics will be very active. That many recurvatures out to sea from systems that form in the MDR. So, essentially what's going to happen is we think that the MDRs will be very active. But, based on where the high pressure is at the time, we could see a lot of recurvatures kind of go out to sea like that. Now, something else that we're looking at is a very, very active and above normally active Gulf of Mexico and Caribbean Sea. So we think all of this down here, folks, all of the Caribbean and the Gulf of Mexico could be very, very active, anywhere from Texas to Florida, Haiti, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Jamaica, all the islands in the Caribbean could be should all be watching for this hurricane season. And then there could even be seeing quite a few storms moving up the East Coast. And again, we get these storms, and if the high pressure is situated farther off to the east, we could get these storms pushing right along the East Coast, just like that. So it's going to be something we're going to monitor and watch very, very quickly, rather carefully, as we go into the hurricane season. But this is kind of the idea based on everything that we here at the Hurricane Watch Team are looking at, have reason to believe that this is going to happen. So, okay, so here are our biggest areas of concern. All of them situated much closer to the mainland United States. The Gulf of Mexico, the Caribbean, off to the East Coast. Alright, so we're going to get a lot of these systems possibly, if they go north of the island, they'll most likely kind of go the East Coast, or out to sea. But if they stay farther south, the high pressure, folks, is higher than what it usually is. That is when we're going to see more ridging. When we see more ridging, we see more suppression of these storms farther to the south. A good example of that, Hurricane Harvey. Another good example of that, Hurricane Irma, Hurricane Maria, okay? Hurricane Ike, one of the best examples I can possibly think of off the top of my head. It started way out here as a system that developed all the way out the Cape Verde systems, where they start out near Cape Verde Islands, and they continue to move across. They move across here, and it ended up all the way in Texas. So it came, and it was a very bad, and it was very serious storm that Hurricane Ike was back in 2008, because it was a Cape Verde system, so it pushed all this water right on with it. So that's something we're going to be watching in this hurricane season. And again, these are going to be some of the areas that we're going to be looking at coming this hurricane season. The Gulf of Mexico, the Caribbean, and the East Coast. Mainly the Gulf of Mexico and the Caribbean are going to be the two main areas of major concerns for this hurricane season that we think a majority of the storms are going to impact. So, folks, in summary, we're going to have a very active hurricane season ahead. The Caribbean and the Gulf of Mexico region, again, is going to be under the firing line. Ensure that you are adequately prepared for a very active hurricane season. Now, follow your local weather office and for the best information on how to stay safe this hurricane season. So, here are some ways you can support us. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Most likely that's where you're watching us now. Become a Patreon for only $1 a month. Join our Discord server or follow us on X. So, all these links will be in the description below. Thank you all again for watching. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, feel free to DM us through our Discord, or comment any questions that you have in the comment section below. With all that being said, thank you guys for watching. This has been your 2024 North Atlantic Hurricane Season predictions by the Hurricane Watch Team. As always, stay safe and peace out.